What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. I just want to say one thing about this episode. This is episode number 300. So that means for the last 300 weeks, I have given you an episode and profiled players that have signed autographs for me. I never thought I would have 300 episodes on this channel. I just want to say thank you to everybody that tunes in every single Thursday to participate in these videos. And I thought I'd celebrate this week with some 1960s guys, some vintage stuff, which is what my forte kind of is when collecting TTM autographs, some vintage baseball. So we're going to jump right into this. And the first one is postmarked from Cleveland, and it is former Cleveland Indian Vern Fuller on 4 of 4, and 3 of them are 1968 tops, and 69 tops as well there. So let me tell you about Vern Fuller and his career in baseball. Vern Fuller graduated from Canoga Park High School in Southern California and then went on to California State Northridge and then Arizona State University. He signed with the Cleveland Indians in 1963, and he split his first pro season between Class A and Double A in the Indians farm system. After the 1963 season, he actually was injured, and he spent the entire 1964 season on the Major League roster, and this is just a 20-year-old kid at this point. On September 5th, 1964, he came back from his injury, and he appeared in 2 games in 1964, and he faced Joel Horwin, a pretty good pitcher at that era, and he grounded out in his first Major League at-bat. Well, coming back in 1965, the Indians decided to move him back down to the minor leagues, where he split time between Double A and Triple A, appearing in 105 games, posting a .264 batting average between those 2 stops. Well, in 1966, he would spend the majority of the season, 133 games in AAA. However, he would get a call-up back to the majors in 1966 and appear in 16 games for the Indians, manning the infield that year. Well, in 1967, he again would start out the year in AAA, and after appearing in 33 games in AAA, he would return to the Indians and would be primarily used as a utility infielder, appearing in 73 games for the Indians that year and posting a .223 batting average as a utility infielder. The following year, in 1968, he would make the club, and he would continue to be kind of a platoon utility infielder type, and would appear in 97 games for the Indians that year. Well, the following year, in 1969, the Indians decided to give him a shot, kind of at a full-time position at second base, and he appeared in 108 games in 1969 for the Indians. Going into 1970, he lost the starting second baseman job to Eddie Leon. He was back to delegating to basically a backup role and only appeared in 29 games in 1970. Well, after the 1970 season, Fuller has no more stats, so that was his last season in professional baseball. He didn't even play in the minor leagues after that. So by the age of 26 years old, Vern had moved on from his career in baseball and moved on to his second career, whatever that may have been. I'm not really sure what that was. Overall in his career as a major leaguer, Fuller collected 182 hits, 33 doubles, 4 triples, and 14 home runs, all while playing for the Cleveland Indians. So, like I said, not really sure what Fuller did after his playing career, but very happy to add these 4 to the collection. We'll move on to the next one. Alright, so this next return is from a former pitcher, and it's from Florida. And again, we have a 1968 tops, so we're going to see the theme here, a lot of 68 tops and a 69 tops. And of course my all-time Orioles set and another 1968 tops. So the return is from Bill Dillman, former pitcher of the Orioles. So let me tell you about Bill Dillman and his career in baseball. Dillman, a New Jersey native, attended Wake Forest University and was selected by the Baltimore Orioles in the 6th round of the 1965 draft out of Wake Forest University. In his first year, at 20 years old, Dillman was assigned to the Orioles AA affiliate, where he posted a 5-3 record in 10 games and a 2.22 ERA. The following year, he moved up to AA and AAA, and this time started in 18 games, appearing in 25, posting a 10-7 record with a 2.68 ERA. The following year, at 22 years old, he would spend a brief time in the minor leagues. However, he would get a chance to make his major league debut on April 14th, 1967 with the Baltimore Orioles. Well, in his very first appearance, he pitched 5 innings of no-hit baseball and a relief appearance for the starting pitcher. He struck out a couple veterans, including All-Star Bert Campaneris, to win his first game in his very first appearance in the major leagues. Dillman would stick in the Baltimore Orioles bullpen in 1967. He would start 15 games, so he'd be a spot relief pitcher. 15 games in his rookie season. He would post a 5-win, 9-loss record with a 4.35 ERA. Well, despite the solid outing his rookie season, the Orioles decided to send him back down to AAA when he was 23 years old. And in AAA, he posted 11 wins and 11 losses in that 1968 season without a call-up. Well, in 1969, he would again be in AAA without a call-up to the major leagues, but this time he would appear in 41 games, primarily as a reliever for the Orioles in that 69 bullpen in their AAA affiliate. Well, after the 69 season concluded, the St. Louis Cardinals actually purchased his contract and placed him in their AAA affiliate. Well, Bill didn't last long in the Cardinals' AAA affiliate because he was then traded to the Montreal Expos on May 5th, 1970. Well, the Expos decided to put him in AAA for a little while, but they decided to call him up to the major leagues and put him in their bullpen, and Bill would appear in 18 games in that 1970 season for the Montreal Expos. Despite being on a young franchise, the Expos were, a new team at that point. This was their second year in the league. Bill did not make the Expos in 1971, and they instead sent him to their AAA affiliate. Well, in their AAA affiliate, he struggled a little bit, posting a 6-win, 12-loss record. After the 1971 season, the Expos decided to let him go, and he signed a minor league deal with the New York Mets. For the Mets AAA affiliate in 1972, Dillman would post a 5-5 record, appearing in 38 games in their AAA affiliate. So after the 1972 season, Dillman decided to walk away from the game that he loved and did not play in affiliated baseball after the 72 season with the Mets. He retired, I assume, or retired as a player, I assume, and then went on to a second career doing something else. I'm very happy to add his autograph to the collection because, like I said, needed another one for the all-time Orioles collection and a couple more 68 tops and a 69 tops. So we'll move on to the final one. All right, so this final one is a return, and we got some 68 tops again. And it is a return from a 68 Rookie Stars from Jim Britton, along with a 1964 Rookie Stars card of Jim Britton. So you look at this and you're like scratching your head. I'm like, well, that's a big gap between two rookie cards. So let me tell you a little bit about Jim Britton and his career in baseball. Jim Britton was born in North Tonawanda, New York, and attended Tonawanda High School. In 1961, Britton decided to not accept a football scholarship to play football at the famous Penn State University, and instead signed an amateur free agent contract with the Baltimore Orioles. He didn't last long in the Orioles organization because on November 22nd, 1962, after being selected by the Braves in 1963, he would be assigned to their low A affiliate, where he would post a 0-6 record. Despite his struggles, he bounced back in 1964 and posted a 15-9 record in rookie ball affiliate that year for Milwaukee Braves. Well, I'm guessing that's why they gave him that card, because at this point, when he got this card, he was only in A ball. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why somebody would get a card when they're in A ball, but this guy did. So the next year in 1965, Milwaukee promoted him to Double A, where he posted a 4-9 record in 17 starts. The following year in 1966, the Milwaukee Braves relocated to Atlanta, and in 1966, he split time between the bullpen and being a starter, appearing in 28 games for the Braves, posting a 3-5 record. Well, in 1967, he would split time between the Braves' AA and AAA affiliate, where he would start 27 games of 29 and post a 13-10 record and a sparkling 2.61 ERA. Because of the strong efforts in AA and AAA that year, the Atlanta Braves called up the 23-year-old, and on September 20th, 1967, Jim Britton made his major league debut. The imposing 6'5", 225 starter just started 2 games for the Braves that year and lost both of them. Well, in 1968, the Braves decided to give him a shot in their bullpen as kind of a long reliever spot starter, and he posted a 4-6 record but had a great ERA of just 3.09. In 1969, he would post a 7-5 record, appearing in 24 games for the Braves that year. Well, after that 1969 season, the Montreal Expos, a new expansion team, traded Larry Jaster to the Atlanta Braves for Jim Britton and another minor leaguer. Well, what the Expos didn't know was that Britton was injured. So Britton missed the entire 1970 season before he could come back and pitch for the Expos the following year in 1971. Well, Britton, not really a starter anymore, just started 6 games for the Expos in 1971, and he posted a 2-3 record with a 5.72 ERA. Well, in 1972, even as bad as the Montreal Expos were, Britton did not make the club. Instead, he spent the entire 1972 season in AAA, where he did have his struggles, and he posted a 7-win, 8-loss record, but did not get a call up back to the majors. So after his time with the Expos decided to release him from his contract after that 72 season, and according to his Wikipedia page, he went on to have a career as a special agent in the FBI. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but you know how Wikipedia is not always factual, but that's what it says on his Wikipedia page, that after his baseball career, Jim Britton went on to have a career with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So, kind of a neat thing. So, I know Ron Reed signs through the mail for a small fee. I also know Larry Maxey, the other guy on this card, signed. So hopefully you'll be seeing these 3 cards back really soon with episodes. I want to thank Mr. Britton for signing. I also want to thank Mr. Dillman for signing his 4 cards, including another one for the all-time Orioles set. I also want to thank Mr. Fuller for signing his cards as well. Zoom out a little bit so you can see these a little bit more. And again, I also want to thank you, the viewer, for joining me for my 300th episode. Coming from me, you don't know how important it is for me to have you with me for all 300 of these episodes. I appreciate everybody that comes by here on a weekly basis, and whether you leave a comment or not, just leave me a thumbs up, or you just watch the video and you don't leave a comment or a thumbs up. I am inspired by you, the viewers, to continue providing these videos for you, to kind of give you an idea of what I like to collect, and maybe share some stories about some baseball players or sports athletes or even some celebrities that you may not even been aware of. So again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all the viewers of this channel for being with me for 300 episodes, and let's go for another 300. As always, happy collecting.